Hello everyone, welcome to Northwest Arkansas and welcome to Grace Hollow Rabbitry. I'm PJ and I have a ARBA registered rabbitry where I raise commercial meat breed rabbits. I raise silver fox, which is considered a rare or a heritage breed meat rabbit, and I also raise New Zealand's and I raise those in black, blue, and broken. So what I want to talk to you about today are the two black does out of Washita and Jake. I've been watching these two girls grow up, and I'm pretty excited about them. They are Christmas Eve babies. They were born December 31st, so they're, 10 weeks old? One of them, JOA, the first one we'll look at, was 4 pounds 6 ounces, and her sister, JOB, was 4 pounds 10 ounces. So let's go ahead and take a look at those two girls. Okay, first up we have this girl. This is JOA, and she's a pretty nice girl. Like I said, I've been watching these two. Really nice girls. I keep hoping, to choose one and go ahead and sell the other, which eventually is what's going to happen. I don't need two of these. I do have one of Washita's broken black daughters that I have over in the whole show pen too. Not quite old enough to show yet. They still got to grow just a little bit more. But anyway, they're growing out and getting ready to join the show team probably in April. Now this girl, this is JOA, 8AOA. I have not named these ladies yet. They just have ear numbers. And I appreciate this girl. First thing off on her, she has a really dense coat. That's something I should pay more attention to than I do. It's just not one of the things that I worry about overly. But this girl, hers is dense enough that I definitely have an appreciation for it. She's got a really nice peak, nice slow gradual rise. She peaks, really nice. Let me turn her around. She's got a nice full backside here. There's no pinched hindquarters. When you rub back, your fingers do not catch on the hips. They just a nice smooth run from shoulder to loin, just all the way back, just a smooth gradual taper, no catching of the hips. That's very much appreciated in a New Zealand and a silver fox. This doe, I have not checked her for a navel spot. That's one thing with whites you really have to watch, is right where their belly buttons used to be. If they had belly buttons, where the umbilical cord used to attach. They tend to get a white spot, and that is a DQ, and I have not looked these girls for that yet. I always forget to look for that. Okay, the best way to find a navel white spot is to flip them over and blow their coats. A lot of times you can do it this way, you'll never see that white spot. But if you blow, you get all the way down to the skin, and that white will show up. And I do not see a white spot. Her feet, nice and black. There's no white on her paws. So that's very good. The front feet are also colored, no white. So no DQs on this girl. I didn't check her teeth today. I checked them before, but you want to check them every time. Yeah, okay. Teeth are great. This is a very promising prospect doe. She's just nice and full and nice and round, and shows all the promise. If anything, and she's very, very young, 10 weeks, I might would make her wider right here, if anything. But chances are that's going to come with development. By the time she hits the show table, probably another 3 or 4 weeks, I imagine that's going to fill in. Very nice coat on this animal. Yeah, even baby fur. It's baby fur. She's going to lose it. But right now, she's got a beautiful, beautiful coat. Very nice, yes. Now, I hope these girls, like their mother holds coat condition. She just hardly ever blows a coat. She just holds condition very nicely. When she does blow it, she blows it all at once, and within, a very few short days, she's right back in prime coat again. So, boy, I tell you, I got 2 does that do that, Ouachita and Waterloo. They just always have a beautiful coat. It just doesn't seem to matter what time of year or what's going on. As long as you keep them away from those nasty old bucks, they just always have a beautiful coat. Well, this is one of Ouachita's daughters, and I hope they carry on that tradition. Okay, here is the second little doe. Again, a very promising young lady, just like her sister. Comparing them, I may have to get them out and put them side by side. I think maybe this one has a little more depth than her sister, and I think maybe her sister is just a little fuller in the hindquarters. I'm going to have to put them side by side to compare them. They're both very, very nice. They both have a nice top line. She's got a nice top line. She peaks where she should. She's got a nice little peak there. Nice rounding of the hindquarters, and she comes around all the way to the table. Good head and ear, just like her sister. She's got a nice coat, even though it's a baby coat. It is a nice, pretty dense coat. Let's turn her around and look at her backside. Yeah, you need to show off your pretty little backside there. There we go. Nice and wide. And again, a nice taper from shoulder to hip. When you rub back, it's a continuous stroke. Does not catch on those hip pins. It's very nice. Good head and ear, good eye. Let's check for navel spot. Let me check on those teeth while I'm thinking of it. Nice teeth. Foot pads are no white on the foot pads. Very nice. All right. And I do not see a navel spot. Very nice. 2 very promising girls. Let's put these girls side by side. I want to see them side by side. I don't suppose you would just sit there in position, huh? Will you just pose for me? Just like that for a little while? You're doing good. That's very nice. Hindquarters. One of you viewers, Dennis, a while back ago, suggested somehow or another I set up a mirror, on this side so I can see them posed. All right. Okay, I think my comparison assessment was pretty accurate. I think this girl has a little more depth, and I think this girl has a little more width. Let's get your paws down. There we go. I'm going to come back there with you and see what you see. Okay. Can you sit still for me just for a minute? I want to look at you from the back. Tell you what, J.O.B. right here, she's just sitting still, just not even moving. What a pretty girl. Okay, this is A, and this is B. What I see, B definitely has the most depth. I think in comparison, maybe this one does have a little wider loin. It didn't appear at first that she did, probably because of the height. However, I do think you want a balance, and what I mean by that, on a commercial meat breed rabbit, you don't eat the heads, right? We assume, I don't, I assume you don't either. So you kind of want to just forget that they have the head and ears, because you don't eat that part. And so you just visually kind of remove the heads. I know, not a pleasant thing to think about, but, and then what's left, you have height, you have length, and you have width, okay? You have height from the floor to the top of the back. You have length from behind the ears to the tail, and then you have the width, which is from side to side. You want those basically the same. You want the same little box. You want as wide equals length equals depth. Now, what I think between these two girls, I like the depth on this one better. And comparing them, they're actually about the same in width. Now, this one doesn't appear to be as wide because she's got so much depth. Well, when I look at this one, she's really wide, but she doesn't look all that tall. Now, I think this one is probably more balanced. When you look at her width, I think her width equals length and depth. I think this one might be slightly more balanced. Now, if this one can develop a little more width to go with all this height that she's got, both of these I think are excellent animals. I like them both. But today, which is all you can do is judge on today. You can't judge on how they're going to finish out. We don't really know that. But today, I think this one, A, may be pick number one. But definitely B is a good animal. Also, I have been leaning towards this one. But today, I think I might lean towards this one. I may just have to hang on to both of them for just a little while longer. Yes. I was hoping to choose and go ahead and sell the other one, but I think I'm going to hang on to the sisters for a little while longer. Yeah. So let's turn them around, because you don't want to see the backsides the whole time. Here we go. Oh, maybe you'll want to compare side views. You want to compare profiles? They're both sitting up pretty nicely. Yeah. All right. Now you sit still while I move your sister. I need to move you back. I need to make room for your sister. All right, sister. There you go. All right. There's B. Okay. There's B. You don't want your nose in your sister's rear? I don't blame you. This is B. B and A. That's the side view. Okay. That's all you get. Now let's look at the faces. Let's look at the faces. Once again, I wasn't thinking about my dress when I came out here. So I hope you can see the black animals on the gray shirt. At least it's not a black shirt today. It's gray, so they're darker. Hopefully you can see them. So there's their faces. maybe you can get a look at their face. And that taper I'm talking about from shoulder to loin. There we go. Look at those tapers. There we go. Two beautiful animals. I'm going to leave some links down below. One will be to my fan page for the rabbits. If you'd like to see the day-to-day going-ons, that's where you can catch it. If you have any personal questions that you would like to communicate directly to me about, you can do that right there on the fan page. You can also email me at gracehollow@yahoo.com. And I'm also going to leave a link to my webpage where you can find a list of my show schedule, and I also have rabbits for sale listed there. If you have any interest in any of my rabbits and I happen to be attending a show near you, I'm happy to deliver them to the shows at no additional charge to you. Thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless.